On the contract situations, I guess let's start with Mohamed Salah, as Ryan has asked about Salah first and foremost. There's a bit of confusion here, Ryan, on this one. So the same outlet, Football Insider, are reporting that Mohamed Salah wants a massive new contract. But the reports are being reported differently by different people. So one outlet said Mohamed Salah wants a 3-year contract, a huge 3-year contract to keep him at Liverpool, which would mean his contract extends at the end of this year for 3 years to 2028. Another article said that he wants a huge extension till 2027. Now, that's an important difference to make, because that extra year is probably the year that the debate is around. We all think Mohamed Salah could do this season and 2 more. I think most people believe that. But is it that last year that's the sticking point? So, if it is him really, really pushing for 3 years on top of what he has left for this season, I don't know. I don't know if Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes will go for what is basically a 4-year deal then. This season and 3 more. That's taken Mo up until he's what? 36? Now, he could probably do it. But if you're going to commit the amount of money that the club are going to have to keep Mo, you want to make sure that there's going to be no drop-off. You don't want to have somebody on 350, 4 grand a week, 400 grand a week with bonuses, whatever, if he's not doing it. If Mo continues to do what he's doing now, it isn't an issue, of course. So for me, I've always felt like the right offer is 2 more years after this year, and then an option of a 3rd year for the club. If the club feel that Mohamed Salah is delivering still, trigger the option, give him the extra year. With regard to the wages, I don't know what's been reported, because nobody has put a number out there. What I feel comfortable in saying is I wouldn't be giving him a pay rise. I wouldn't necessarily be looking to slash his wages either. But I think if you're having this conversation around Mo, you have to be realistic and say, yes, he's still delivering at the top level, 100%. But he's also past his peak. I think even the most Mohamed Salah supporter-in-chief would say that we've seen the best of Mo. So I don't think a pay rise is on the horizon here, in my opinion. But if they keep him on the same terms and he agrees to 2 years, I'd be delighted with that. So yeah, we don't know if it's 2 + 1 or if it's 3, as the same outlet, Football Insider, are reporting 2 different stories on it. And also, I would say take the stuff from Football Insider based on my experience of looking at them with a pinch of salt. At this point, I'd give Salah whatever he wants, because we can always sell him to Saudi later. I mean, there's something to that, Nathan. There's something to that, but I think with Mo, he always comes across as it's a respect thing as well with Mo. And look, he deserves to be respected, of course, you know. But I also feel that deep down he wants to break the records at Liverpool. He wants to carry on, and not that he needs to cement his legacy, because his legacy is secured. But, you know, he wants to be up there. Really, when you're speaking about Liverpool, you're speaking about him as one of the greatest 5 players to put on the shirt. So with those extra years, you know, I can safely say, for me anyway, that would leave me no doubt where he belongs, at the very top of Liverpool's list of greats. Well, under Kenny and Stevie, but after that. Right, I'm going to ask you what you think for Mo with the contract extension, how many years you would give if you were in charge. So 1 second. Now remember, this question that I'm about to ask is after this season. So after this season, how many more years would you give Mo if you were in charge? So I've given you 4 options. 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, or none, let him leave in the summer. I'm interested to see where all your heads are at with this one. Now, I know there could be a lot of 2 + 1s, but for this poll, a 2 + 1 would have to be the 3. So if you think 2 + 1, please vote number 3. Where I'm at with it personally, I'm probably in the 2-year camp, because it's 2 years after this year. But I do love the 2 + 1. But for me, that 1 should be the club having the option. But that's where I'm at with it. But look, let's see what you guys think. And something else, actually, around the Mohamed Salah contract extension. I'm not liking some of the wording around it, because you'll see on a lot of the accounts today, the phrase is Mohamed Salah wants, and then in brackets, of course, or quotation marks, mega money, 3-year contract. Now, is it just me, or does that feel a little bit loaded as a statement? Because if it's already on what he's on now, I don't think saying mega money is fair, because it's what he's currently on. If he's asking for a pay rise of 50 or 100 grand a week, fair enough. But if it's just Mohamed Salah wants a continuation on the terms he's on, I think mega money is a very snidey way of describing it personally. But yeah. Joe Marsden said, I believe Salah has lost a lot of his game, but he keeps banging them in. Just imagine if he was on form. So I think with Mo, he's not the same Mo he was, but he's evolved into a different player. Look at the assist that he gave Curtis Jones yesterday. Incredible vision, incredible execution of the pass. There was another beautiful switch of play for Mo yesterday. So, yeah, look, he's lost a yard of pace. He's not going to be as direct as maybe he once was, but his game intelligence, his movement, I think it's incredible. And, of course, his physicality as well, the way he looks after himself. Azan said, has Salah said to the club his demands? I was reading that Salah said he wants a stay till 2027 and Virgil talks are ongoing. Is this true? So, I've seen the report you're on about, and I'm a bit confused by it, Azan, because both of them go back to... which outlet was it again? 1 second. Both of them go back to Football Insider. One of the pieces said Salah wants 3 years, and the other one says till 2027. So one of them is 2, and one of them is 3. So if you're talking about till 2027, I think that's a very reasonable contract length for Mo, because that's 2 more years after this year. So if Mo's asking for that on the money he's on now, my view would be pay the man, sign him up. 2 more years after this year seems reasonable. So yeah, on that one, if Mo has said that, give him the contract. With Virgil himself, and I read out his comments earlier on, said that he is talking with the club, his representative is speaking with the club. No news as of yet, but you know, he's fully focused and everything you would expect from our captain. So I think that gets done. And on the Trent one, this is the one that honestly, I don't know. I'm really, really on the fence about what happens with Trent. I want to be optimistic. I want to think that there's no way he could leave, but I've said the same thing for a long time, and I'm going to try again to explain it as best as I can. I feel if we hadn't won the Premier League, there's more chance Trent wouldn't go anywhere. Now, I know we won a Premier League in COVID times and didn't get to celebrate it properly with the fans. But Trent will never have the what if. He'll never have the, if I won a league title with Liverpool, would that have meant more to me than 5 league titles with Real Madrid? Because he's won the league title. He's won a European Cup. He's won everything he can win in England with Liverpool at one stage or another. That and the contract situation being allowed to get to this point worries me, because if I'm in his shoes, either one of 2 things are happening. The club have taken their eye off the ball and haven't shown me the love and haven't communicated strongly enough that they wanted to keep me. That's one scenario. Or there's the other scenario where Trent maybe has engineered the situation to get to this point by stalling over Jurgen leaving, who the next coach is going to be, what the next coach is going to play like. And obviously, the longer it goes on, the more money Trent's going to get. And I've no hate for a player running down the contract and leaving for free, because that's what they signed up for. If a player plays at the club and leaves for free, that's the game. You know, they've fulfilled their contract. But my anger is squarely at the club and not Trent here, because I don't know what Trent wants to do. But I know it's a fucking piss take that we're here allowing this situation to develop when, you know, Stevie Wonder could have seen this coming. And I know everybody tries to bury their heads in the sand and say, oh, this isn't a distraction. These are fully focused professional players. Yeah, I'm sure they are. But it's still a distraction, because here we are every day talking about it. Here we are as fans worried about it. And I'm sure people in that dressing room are looking around going, is this guy going to be here in 3 years? If I'm going to extend my next contract, is the club going in the right direction? It does seep and increase doubts around people's minds. It does. And one of the biggest pains in the arse that I've personally had, and I said this to Connor, and I mean this with no disrespect, but it feels like nearly every year we're talking about a Salah contract situation. And it feels like nearly every year we have this looming over us where we may lose him or we may not. And it's tiring, all of it. It's just get these things done quickly or announce what's happening quickly. But it's it is a distraction, and it is mentally draining for fans as well, because we don't want these guys to go. But we also don't want FSG to do FSG stuff and go, well, no signings, but ta-da! Here's your Christmas present. The guys have signed a new deal. They get away with too much in that regard for me. And there isn't enough anger in our fan base at this situation for my liking, personally. Not at the players. Again, nobody should be hating on the players. But the fact that the club have let it get here, I don't understand how people are not absolutely fuming with this situation, because it's a piss take.